building, right behind this maroon number 5 in the number 2 car. Just pull right up on beside behind me there. We'll get one of the mechanics to take a look at that car real quick. Just keep it running.
Just a quick little radio check there. Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up. Loud and clear. Good. Go ahead and roll those windows up. Set that climate control in the car. I'm going to come around and make sure you're in a good seating position. Make sure that climate control's set. That way you can hear me through the radio a lot better and there's no wind noise. Got the climate control right here on the dash. Get that all nice and cool toward you, okay? All right, Sedalia, select first gear, parking brake down. Let's get moving here. Taxi our way through the paddock here. Start clearing your mind of all your thoughts. Let's start focusing here on the task at hand. Taking these high performance vehicles out on the racetrack requires 100% concentration 100% of the time. As we take taxi our way through the paddock here, start clearing your mind of all your thoughts. Let's start focusing here on the task at hand. Taking these high-performance vehicles out on the racetrack requires 100% concentration 100% of the time. Like I said before, Sedalia, we're going to just take this car and work ourselves right up to 3rd gear. That's right, 3rd gear, and we're just going to leave it in 3rd gear. Going to have a good time out there this afternoon, just leaving it in 1 gear. Shifting does require an advanced technique we call heel-toe downshift. If you're not proficient with that downshift, you will have a panoramic view of the world when you make that downshift. So just to keep that car on the racetrack, we're just going to come to a stop here real quick underneath the Michelin Bridge. I'm going to call race control and make sure it's safe to go out on the racetrack. And then we're going to make our way around this 1.1 mile road course. Attention, attention, the 1.1 mile road course is going hot. 1.1 is going hot.
Copy.
Alright, Sedalia, selecting first gear. Let's get moving here. Get those cars rolling. Let's work our way right up to 3rd gear. Making our way around the road course here. Just going to blend into the racetrack here. All you're going to do is put your car right where my car's at. Just like fresh tracks in the snow. Just mirror my car and just drive right where my car's at. We're going to just do a few laps here to get you orientated to the racetrack, get you used to where we're going to be heading here. What you want to do is just give me about a 4 car length distance there, about 4 car lengths. That way you're not looking at my bumper. So we're going to make our way around to the right here again. Moving the car over to the right side of the racetrack. And then we're going to exit that racetrack. Drive all the way down to the end of the racetrack here pretty fast. Go ahead and get to that throttle for me. There you go. We're going to come up to a nice turn here, a right turn. We call it the carousel. You get those right side tires along that curving there for me. Making our way around the corner here. Back to the right for me. Moving it around, down around the hill here, back and forth. And we're going to end up right back where we started here. As we head down the front straightaway, getting those right side tires on that curving, nicely done. Just go ahead and accelerate up the front straight here. Right back where we started, entering turn number 1, carrying that brake pressure into the corner for me. Just nice, light and long pressure. Just following me through here nice and easy as we make our way around turn number 1. Bringing the car over to the right side of the racetrack. Immediately back to the left here, and then kind of a switch back to the right. Move the car out to the outside of the track for me. Just carry those brakes into the corner to make sure we got grip to the front end of the car. Accelerate out of that corner for me, all the way down the back straight. and we get to those brakes, start slowing that car down and look off to the right. There you go. Kind of let the car come out a little bit there. We're going to make our way back over to the right edge of the racetrack, heading back up the hill, getting the car back over here. Driving very well there, Sevilla. Just follow me through here. There you go. Carry those brakes into the corner, looking around to the right for me. Turning your head, trying to find your way around this racetrack. A big head turn required there. Just get those eyes up, look as far down the road as you can, making our way down around this 1.1 mile road course. Really pretty technical course here as we make our way to the outside of the track. Then we're going to carry those brakes into this right-hand corner, all the way out to the edge of the racetrack.
Accelerate out of that corner for me, all the way down the back straight. And we get to those brakes, start slowing that car down and look off to the right. There you go. Kind of let the car come out a little bit there. We're going to make our way back over to the right edge of the racetrack, heading back up the hill, getting the car back over here. Driving very well there, Sevilla. Just follow me through here. There you go. Carry those brakes into the corner, looking around to the right for me. Turning your head, trying to find your way around this racetrack. A big head turn required there. Just get those eyes up, look as far down the road as you can, making our way down around this 1.1 mile road course. Really pretty technical course here as we make our way to the outside of the track. Then we're going to carry those brakes into this right-hand corner, all the way out to the edge of the racetrack.
Accelerating down the back straight for me. Good, get to the brakes there, pretty good brake pressure. Just carry those brakes into the corner, turning your head, looking around to the right. There you go, looking around to the right, get that head turned, looking through that right portion of that windshield right now, trying to find that cone with the green sleeve. Notice those cones with the green tops, those large cones with the green sleeve. Those are our apex cones here at Spring Mountain. Just driving the car through here nice and easy. Back to the brake for me as you start to slow that vehicle down, looking around to the right. Accelerating down the back straight to a pretty heavy braking zone here. Just start slowing that car down nice and early as we carry those brakes into the corner here, looking around to the right. Nice and easy as we tiptoe through this carousel section, heading back up the hill, immediately back to the brake. Turn your head, look around to the left.
Accelerating down the back straight for me. Good, get to the brakes there, pretty good brake pressure. Just carry those brakes into the corner, turning your head, looking around to the right. There you go, looking around to the right, get that head turned, looking through that right portion of that windshield right now, trying to find that cone with the green sleeve. Notice those cones with the green tops, those large cones with the green sleeve. Those are our apex cones here at Spring Mountain. Just driving the car through here nice and easy. Back to the brake for me as you start to slow that vehicle down, looking around to the right. Accelerating down the back straight to a pretty heavy braking zone here. Just start slowing that car down nice and early as we carry those brakes into the corner here, looking around to the right. Nice and easy as we tiptoe through this carousel section, heading back up the hill, immediately back to the brake. Turn your head, look around to the left.
There you go, heading back up the straightaway, nice and smooth on the throttle application. Back to that brake, start slowing that vehicle down. As you start to slow that vehicle down, start releasing that pressure as you turn in just trying to carry the weight over the nose of the car so we have grip to those front tires. Notice my brake lights do come on every time I turn into a corner. We try to teach that here at Ron Fellows Driving School. Get to carry the brakes into the corner to keep the weight over the front end of the car, making sure we have grip. There you go, start that braking process. As you start to slow the vehicle and turn in, just lightly start picking up on that brake pressure, just carrying those brakes in, just lightly trying to maintain the grip to those front tires. Notice my brake lights are still on all the way almost to the apex in a lot of these corners. There you go. As you start to slow the car down, entering turn number 1 here, turning your head, looking around to the right. Try pushing into that steering wheel there with your left hand, trying to drive that shoulder back into the seat. Now you're pushing in with your right hand, trying to feel the road through the palm of your hand as we drive our shoulder back into the seat. There we go, getting nicely done to the brakes there. Just turn that wheel, get that wheel back over to the right. Just following me through here, nice and easy. Those hands at 9 and 3, 9 and 3 on the wheel, those hands at 9 and 3. Bring those hands down to 9 and 3, that way you know which way those wheels are pointed. Accelerating down the hill, nice and smooth on that accelerator. Carrying the brakes into the corner for me. Light and long pressure all the way to that cone with the pink top. That is a near apex cone. Trying to mark that here at Spring Martin. Just a point where you want to get the car about 3 feet away from those cones. Here's another one on the left here. Want to get your car about 3 to 5 feet off those cones with a pink top. Coming back into a turn-in zone here, just carrying those brakes in. Notice those brakes are on for quite a long time on the lead car. Starting to slow that vehicle down as we turn our head and look off to the right. Kind of let the car push out a little bit here. Turning my head, looking around to the right. Driving the car up the hill. Immediately back to the brake, carrying the brakes up the hill, light and long pressure there, just light and long pressure. There you go, maintaining a nice balanced car, that's what we're looking for here at the driving school. Just a real nice balanced vehicle as we travel through the corners. The more balanced the car is, the faster we can go. We drive it down to the left edge of the racetrack. Get that car in there just a little bit tighter for me as we drive it down into turn number 2. There you go. As we start to slow the car down, entering turn number 1 here. Turning your head, looking around to the right. As we start to slow the vehicle down for turn number 3 here. Back to the right side, just a nice turn in there, gradual steering of the wheel, just in starting to increase that rate as that car takes a set. When that car takes a set, that means that it's starting to roll over on the springs and the tires. We're looking for that to maintain that pressure all the way through a corner, trying to maintain the balance of that car. So once again, once you get to the steering input that's needed to get that car back, changed to one direction or the other, it's really important that we maintain that set on the car when that car rolls over on those springs. Really important we keep it there. As right now, as we start to roll into turn number 1, just maintaining that weight of the car as it takes a set. As we drive it back into this apex zone, we're going to head back to the right. Let that car fall back over onto the right side of the springs, maintaining that position there. Driving it back down into turn number 3. Back to the brakes for me there to get the car to slow down. Looking around to the right. Starting to slow that car down as we turn our head, look around to the right. Slightly letting the car come out nice and easy here as we bring it back to the right. What we call the carousel. Bringing it back over here to the left. Just missed that apex by a little bit there. get that car in nice and tight on those curbs. Driving the car right down to the bottom of the racetrack there, 3 to 5 feet off those near apex cones. Looking around to the left there. There you go, nice and tight that time. Really nicely done there. Good. As we start to slow down to make this tight right-hander. Come out of that corner, accelerating down the back straight. Looking around to the right there for me. Driving really well. Take a breather on the front straight. Try to get that breathing in order. Nice and calm through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Trying to calm yourself down in there. Just a light grip pressure needed on the steering wheel there. So relax those hands. Try to not have such a tight grip on the steering wheel. Trying to feel the road through the palm of your hand. Go, carrying the brakes into that corner for me. As long as you can carry those brakes in, the better. There you go, driving really well. Start to slow the vehicle down here. Carry the brakes into the corner quite a long ways. Let the car come out to about mid-track there, bringing it back over to the right. Immediately back to the brakes, and then carry those brakes as long as possible. Driving it down back again in turn number 1, just putting your car right where my car's at. Right down to the bottom of the racetrack there, good.
You okay?
Okay.
Driving it down back again in turn number 1, just putting your car right where my car's at. Right down to the bottom of the racetrack there, good.
And start slowing that vehicle down. Carry those brakes into the corner for me, nice and long pressure, long pressure. Nicely done, driving really well. Start slowing that vehicle down for me, looking around to the right. Nice big head turn as you push into the wheel with that left hand. Let that car come out to about mid-track, and then let's bring it back over to the right. You actually want to touch that curbing there, good job. Bring it back down pretty hard on the left edge there. Make our way back to the right. Go, driving really well there. Couple more good laps in you here. Not making any mistakes as of yet, so we're just going to keep on going. Starting to pick up the pace there slightly, just little by little as we go. Nice and easy as we make our way through the corner here. There you go, nicely done. Back to the throttle, heading down the hill. Carry those brakes into the corner for me. Light and long pressure here at Spring Mountain. Bringing it back over to the right side of the track and immediately down to the bottom. Right along the left edge of the track there. Making our way back to the right here. Trying to create a nice straight line braking zone there as we turn in. down here.